So in this video, we're going to remove, service, and reinstall this side stand. And the reason why you might want to take it off and service it is because it gets really dry and rusted in there and makes it really hard to operate. And a lot of times if this doesn't fling all the way back up, it won't activate your side stand kill switch, which could cause it to turn off on you unexpectedly. So it's something you definitely want to pay attention to. So on this one, we got a 14mm nut right here. We got springs in the back. We got springs right here that hold the tension, and then on the back it's a 17mm bolt. Got a 14mm nut in the front and a bunch of rust, which I don't like. So the step one would be to remove the spring. So we have a couple different types of spring pullers, and if you don't have one of those or access to one of those, I'm going to show you how to make one out of zip ties. So you want to do this with the side stand up so that there's the least amount of tension on that spring. So I would normally grab this spring puller and yank that spring off. So I'll show you how that works. Got one out. Now we're going to grab the other one. There we go. All right, so we got the spring off, and you can see on this one it has a dual spring setup. Kind of remember which side goes where. All right, so I got the springs off, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to put this back together, show you how the zip tie trick will work. So I'm going to use a few zip ties because you're actually pulling on it pretty hard. So I just pull on that spring right there. And there you go. All right, next step, remove that nut. There we go. Now you could really see how dry that is. Look at all that rust and dirt, grime in there. So the next step would be to clean everything. A rag and some brake clean will get all that cleaned up pretty good. Clean that switch. One of my favorite tools. They have these at Harbor Freight. Come with brass, steel, and plastic bristles. They'll really clean all that out of there. Same within here. You want to make sure your bolt is not worn out. If that's worn out, that'll make the side stand a little floppy, which may not hit this switch properly, which could cause your bike to turn off intermittently while you're riding it. So it's really, really important. I like to use a brass wire brush. It really cleans all the stuff off and it doesn't scratch the chrome. See how nice that comes out. Cleaning is, the cleaner the better. The best thing I found to get into all these kind of holes is a brass wire brush like this. Really clean it. I have a smaller one. Really get in there. Clean all that area. And get in there. Clean the threads. Okay, we're ready to re-lube everything and throw it all back together. I found that grease with an acid brush like this for application really easy. So I'm going to lube the surface here where that bolt rides in there, backside, inside of here. You don't want to do too much, just a little bit. Here, there, also, near the pin. The shoulder, you don't have to do the threads, because on the threads we're going to do blue Loctite. Just like a couple drops worth. Screw that in, start it by hand. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put a little bit more right here. So this is actually a lock nut. It has a locking ring on this side of the nut. You want to put that on the outside. The other side of the nut will look like normal. So you always want to make sure that's on the outside. And what that does is it helps prevent the nut from backing itself out. So I tighten the 17 mil nut on the back first. Just snug, I'm gonna kill it. And then the front, give it a good torque. That a lot smoother. It's just a little bit of play, that's about normal. Wipe off any excessive grease. All right, last step, put that spring back on. So that went up there. And this time, I'm gonna use my tool. There we go. Check it. Everything works nice and smooth. Good to go.